bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both the feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other nigga got a hip and shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, ho, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, strippers getting naked before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front the back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Get with other rap nigga hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still on some hooligan shit. You be rapping by blow, I don't move in the shit. You talk about shooting out, now we're doing the shit. If I hit you in the face, you gon' be suing the shit. And if I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't shit, cause I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front the back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with the 2 guns drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got a tool and a vest, I can get some respect. I'ma make it hard for a sucker nigga to flex. Show him this ain't the squad for a nigga to test. Pimp, my nuts too large and we way too fresh. Work well with 9s, AKs, and texts. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna beef, nigga, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front the back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front yard yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front the back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South, T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
Woo! Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both the feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other nigga got a hip and shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, ho, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, strippers getting naked before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front the back gate yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Get with other rap nigga hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still on some hooligan shit. You be rapping by blow, I don't move in the shit. You talk about shooting out, now we're doing the shit. If I hit you in the face, you gon' be suing the shit. And if I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't shit, cause I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Bring 'em out.
Oh, here we go. My bad, guys. My bad. Here we go. Now you guys can hear me out there, right? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Real quick, giving a couple of shout outs, man. Shout out to Lisa Bonani, Mark Reid. Now we are on. Can you hear me out there? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Shout out to everybody in La Casa, Crystal Rodriguez, Linda Sharp, Hannah Keenan, Mark Reid, and also Liz Alanis. And we got a lot of people in the house, man. Thank you for listening in.
Jennifer Gomez says there's no sound.
Can y'all hear me? Yes or no? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Write in the comments if you guys can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Yes or no?
There's a yes.
Yes, now they can.
All right, man. Glad you guys can hear me out there. Lisa Bonani in La Casa, man. She's one of our newest hosts, man. I just signed her on today. Just got off the phone with her just a little bit a while ago, right before tonight's show. Welcome in. We are on the fastest growing internet radio podcast in La Onda, man. Also, man, don't forget, man, I am nominated in 3 different categories for the 8th annual All-Star Music Awards going down in San Antonio, Texas. It's happening on May the 24th, which is wow, la máquina, my actual birthday, guys, my actual birthday. And so that's going down on May the 24th and 25th, man, is the actual award ceremonies. Like I said, we are nominated in different categories. I'm nominated for Podcast of the Year, Internet Mobile DJ of the Year, and Promoter of the Year. So we humbly ask for your votes. It's all the way through April 15th. All the way through May the 15th at midnight. So casting your votes. The link is on my Facebook. And we do want to wish everybody a happy Welcome Back Monday. So hopefully you guys are having a good time with us. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day, guys. Everybody in the house, where you guys are listening in from. And we're about to bring in our special guest, all right? You'll be able to see them here on camera here in just a few minutes. I'm multitasking over here, guys. So bear with me here. I'm on Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, all those social media platforms, all right? Need a manager, booking agent, music distributor, contact Hen Dog Promotions at 575-626-4308 or hit up the email line at hendogpromotions2024@gmail.com. Okay. So welcome in everybody. Hopefully everybody's in the house and we're ready for our special talent because we always got guests on our show. I'm looking at, like I said, I'm looking at my phone here. So if I miss you guys, I'll give you guys a plug. All right. So We got Jennifer Gomez Chavez says, yes, we can hear you. Awesome. We got people out there. Bienvenidos. Also, I want to welcome in my special talent, my special guest tonight on the beautiful Welcome Back Monday. We got a professional. I mean, professional. We're about to get down deep and dirty with this guy, man. He's been around a long time, all right? So anybody out there who's got questions for this talented guest and his guest as well, shoot it down there in the comments and the downline, man, and we'll put it out there for you guys, all right? So I want to welcome in a good friend of mine. He's always been a good friend of mine, and he is talent. We're about to show you some pictures here in a little bit, all right? But like I said, this guy's been all over. Want to welcome in a good friend of mine, talented body painter, Mark Reid, man. Get that name right. Put that in your calendar. Put that in your contact list. How's it going, Mark? How you been, brother?
Oh, I've been great, bro. Thanks for having us on today. It's just always cool to be on a podcast, and yeah, especially you here in Roswell. So that means a lot.
Supporting the local talent, right, Mark? It's where it's at, right?
That's it.
So, man, I like to put this out there to our guests. Hello, Hannah. That's a special guest, man. She's a model as well. Also, man, I want to say thank you to both of you guys, man, for taking time out of your guys' busy schedule coming into the studio. This is actually my third in-house studio, man. And it's a little rough, because in Texas, they got their thing out there. Everybody's got their own podcast, right? And we try to do a little bit different than others. So what's cool about our podcast is like we can stream from all over. So Mark can be over there in China, Hannah can be over there in New Hampshire, wherever, and all I got to do is send the link, and they're able to jump on. And when I got a hold of Mark a few months back, I said, "Hey, man, we're gonna have to bring you on my podcast very, very soon." And of course, he didn't think Hen Dog too seriously, pero, and he finally got a hold of me, and we made it happen. And we're here today, right? I mean, he could be over there at his studio, his home with all his art, right? And Hannah could be, wherever she lives. And but of course, I said, you know what, Mark, let's make this special, man. Let's bring you actually to the studio and actually bring you here. So we're here to have you. I'm glad to have you. Thank you for your time. So Mark, I'm gonna ask you the first question. What got you started into wanting to be a body painter? What influences that you seen that you wanted to do something like that? Somebody in the family or somebody you followed, or how did you get started?
Well, I started out by face painting, actually down in Dairy Days in Dexter.
Wow.
1997, 98, somewhere around there. I don't remember. And then, just one thing led to another. Eventually, after a couple of years, and actually in 1999, I moved to Dallas, and I thought, well, I'll go to Grapevine. They had a little grape fest going on, a festival, and so I went down there, and a little old lady found me painting, and she turned me on to professional makeup, and I just lost it. I couldn't believe what I was seeing and the possibilities, and so I did that, and it just took off. Then another little old lady came and told me wanted to put me in her international magazine.
Wow.
And so, but I had to do a body painting. And so I lost my girlfriend over that, but
it's worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it. I loved her.
She just didn't understand.
But hey, here I am, and it's just sad to think she could have gone with me to all them countries, but
no, of course, man. No, I mean, I like to explain this a lot on my podcast, and I hate to repeat myself, and I'm sure people get bored of it when I repeat myself. But here's what I try to tell everybody. Anytime when you're starting a profession or a career, doesn't matter if it's body painting, acting, modeling, photography, whatever you're doing for your career in the music business, it does not matter. It's always awesome to have a significant other, spouse, wife, girlfriend, husband, whatever, right? Boyfriend, whatever, that supports you, and you see a lot of them that don't have that, and they lose it because of the careers that they created, and I mean, at that point, like, do you want to, a happy relationship or, one that's going to, so I try to tell everybody, man, it's awesome when you see a spouse, support it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's very awesome to have a spouse that supports somebody's dreams or somebody's career, because it's tough, man. The late night hours, you're out there, like I said, whatever career you're doing, you're spending all those hours in your career. And yes, it can get time consuming, because you're doing what you love to do. And when you're not home with the spouse, of course, that's what happens, right? They get tired of it. And bottom line, you just, but like I said to everybody, it's awesome if you got a spouse that supports, or even just friends, family, that's the biggest part, man, is family. Those are the biggest ones that don't show the support. They like to be the negative Nelly and stuff like that. So, but it's also great to have good friends and group of people surrounded around you to have that support system, because I see it every day. I don't see the support, and it's just sad, for whatever somebody's doing. Hey, give them that little extra. Hey man, I'll go support you, or even, hey, sorry I didn't catch you, but I'll catch you on your next show. So it's always too good to have that, man. We got a lot of people sending a lot of hellos to you guys. I know you got a lot of friends and followers. I'm sure you're seeing them on your downline over there too. So Jimmy Curry says hello to you guys. Rick Darling sounds like a country song. You got that right. Brent Ellington says, two of my favorite people in the world. You got Demi Robertson says, hi mom, love you too, Mark.
Rick Dowling on here, him. Oh my God, I've known Rick for 15 years maybe, and I've painted his wife countless times in Sturgis.
Wow.
At the biker rally. And matter of fact, she came out of one of my wine bottles. I was all proud of that.
Tell Rick to throw up a picture of his wife on the wine bottle.
Oh well,
in
I
the
can
comments.
find you one here in a minute if you want to.
Throw
Oh
some
yeah,
picture, Rick.
we can always find pictures over here, man. I'm about to pop some up here in just a second. But yeah, man, that's awesome, man. And I've seen your Facebook, Mark. So everybody that's listening in, guys, please, I humbly ask you, follow Mark Reid on Facebook, TikTok, all the social media platforms, because this guy is all over, man. And like I said, you'll find some amazing body art, man, and it's crazy. Of the body painting that he does. This is not no like marker that you go get from the Dollar Tree or dollar store in or the paint that you go get from Walmart or something like that, man. This is high-end professional paint.
Hey, don't put that down. That's how I started with Walmart paint. A lot of people give me a bunch of crap about that, but that's how I started.
Hey, you got to start somewhere, right, Mark? You have to start, man. And that's what a lot of people don't understand is, even like me, that I do podcasting, right? Yes, of course, you guys are here in the studio. You're seeing all this amazing mic stands, computers, and podcast system. Of course, I didn't start this way. It was just an iPad and a phone that's when I started. And eventually I grew up and got to put on my big boy pants and said, you know what, I'm gonna order a podcast system. And of course, yeah, it costed a little, and I didn't buy it out of pocket. I mean, nowadays, you can go do one of those rent to owns and stuff like that. So it just kind of like how you started. So yeah, I'm about send it over.
I text it to you.
Send it over. I'll post it. Or I'll share it. Not post it, but I'll share it. I got to clarify myself. I can't just say I'm gonna post it because I don't want to get copyrighted or something like that. So, but yeah, I got some photos of Mark's body art that I'm about to show you guys here in just a little bit. So, Jimmy Curry says his work sets standards in this industry. Well, yeah, I mean, I see a lot of his work, man, and it just blows my mind. I see some of the models that he puts out there, and I'm just like, man, those look like real pair of jeans and real shirt, man. I mean, physically, guys, you literally have to really look down and to the T to actually look at it. That it's not a real T-shirt or a real pair of pants, but when you're looking at it, you're like, holy crap, this is freaking awesome. Just from looking at it, and it's awesome because not some people can just do that, right? So we got Mark in the house. We got a lot of people in the house. Where you guys tuning in from, man? Give Mark a lovely shout out, man, and we'll put it out there for you guys, all right? So I'm about to put some pictures up. So Mark, what was your most infatuated painting that you painted on somebody?
Oh gosh, that's hard. I painted, and I'm not lying. I've probably painted 400 women. And I
Wow.
painted from Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, Playboy Mansion 2 times. I painted Las Vegas Showgirls. I painted Indianapolis Colts girls,
Wow.
cheerleaders,
All the
and
countries. Go through all your countries that you've painted different.
oh, I can't. I've painted
Countries.
in. I've been to 25 countries, and I probably painted in 20 of those.
Wow.
And I've been in 47 states, and I don't know how many of those I painted in, but I've taught people from all over the world, which is really a neat thing. That's, you know, I just got to say, teaching. I love to paint. Don't get me wrong, but teaching was probably the greatest thing that I ever did. You know, getting to watch people grow with their art and help them to grow, you know, with their art, and that really meant a lot to me. I get real emotional about that sometimes because it's what I do. It's why I'm here.
But I mean, you got me like starstruck over here. You said like 400 women, like la máquina. Like, oh my gosh, bro, that is just like, that's a big accomplishment, right? I mean, of course, yeah, you want to paint more, and the thing is like 400. I mean, I was just like thinking like 400 people, but you said 400 women. That's all the people here in Roswell, 400 people. No, just kidding. But out of those 400 people, man, it's awesome that you get to work with them. And I mean, some of them come, some of them go, you know, I mean, they get their married life and have kids, and they just, you know, get tired of getting their body painting on.
No, they don't.
Or unless they call you back, you know what I mean?
I can tell you right now, you know, as many women as I painted, a lot of them I meet for the very first time, and we're standing there, I'm standing there, and she's there naked, and I'm painting on her, and I have to make her feel comfortable with me, you know, because, you know, some guys are just weirdos. So, you know, and I'm professional as I can be. And so I'm there, we start talking, you know, I ask her about her family, about her life, you know, and I always play my music, which is oldies, 70s music, and some 80s and 90s, and, you know, some modern stuff, and we sing and we talk and we get to know each other. By the time I'm finished, I know everything about her. She knows everything about me, and she can't wait to get painted again. And ask Hannah. Hannah?
Yeah, the very first time I got painted was in 2009
in a bus barn in Dexter.
Yes. Yeah. We took pictures in the hay. It was beautiful. Like, it turned out so cool. And the interesting thing about it was it was painted for a billboard for the international. It was going to be in Las Vegas. What was it? The World International Body Painting Convention in Las Vegas that year. And then it was on the billboard. So the painting of us was on the billboard in Las Vegas. And
wow.
My mom happened to be traveling through there, over there, whatever. She loved going to Vegas. So I told her, I asked Mark where it was going to be. He told me. So I told my mom, drive by and look at this billboard. I didn't tell her it was me. I was very young and very, I don't know, shy. So I was like, go look at this billboard. And
exactly.
So she looked at it and she was like, yeah, cool. You know, and she passed away not too long after that, never knowing it was me on the billboard.
Wow.
Yeah, because that one of me, my face is painted. The makeup goes into my hair. And so she didn't realize it was me. But anyway, yeah, so that was 2009. And then we took a hiatus. And then I think I got painted the next time in 2018 or 19.
Yeah, you ran off and got married.
We started doing the NFL thing every year, and that's been really cool.
Hannah's been one of my NFL girls. She was the very first one for the Super Bowl. I paint the Super Bowl girls every year. And Hannah's been in that except the second year. That was done in Omaha, Nebraska, and with one lady. And then after that, every year, Hannah's been one of the girls.
I was excited to have different colors this year. I was so over red.
Like, sometimes Chiefs, you just get tired of the 49ers and the Chiefs.
So I was glad to get some new colors this year. And he had some new ideas this year. Our costumes, uniforms looked a little different this year. So everybody really thought that was, well, every year they think they're the best ones yet. And then he comes up with something even better. So we had a good time this year. It was really cold the day we got painted this year. and he had another friend model of his come from Kansas.
No, she came from St. Louis.
Oh, Missouri, not Kansas.
Yeah.
Sorry, Courtney. And so we got painted together and we went out to take pictures, and it was like 20 degrees outside. So we were troopers. But that was fun to get painted with another person together, because a lot of times he does what you mentioned. You know, one of us is here, one of us is in another state, and then he has to edit them together. So this year was cool because we were both here together, and so he painted us both at the same time, same day. It was so much fun.
It was so much fun running around Roswell and jumping out in front of the murals. And Sergio's son took us in the party van, and we pulled up behind the mural there next to McDonald's in the back alley.
Wow.
They jumped out and they were there, and all the people going through the drive-thru are giving us thumbs up.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh my gosh. No, I mean, the other thing is, guys, is, you know, what I like about Mark, you know, he said it right here to the T. You got to be professional, and you got to make the woman feel comfortable. Of course, you know, you got the spouse looking on, or they're at home and, you know, they're thinking nothing but the other, you know, and you got same thing with the tattoo artist or body piercing technician, you know, or whatever you call those, right? Same thing, you know, you got to make the client feel, at the end of the day, it's a business. But other people think it's, you know, not business, you know, it's business pleasure or whatever. But what I like about Mark, you know, he's very professional, and he said it right, you know. And why do you think, you know, 400 and something women come back to him for that reason? You know, if it was like somebody like myself or yourself, Hannah, doing something what he's doing, how many people would come back to us? You know what I mean? If we're not professional, or even if he's not professional, you know. So you got to be professional in this business, you know, and that's how you get your clients to come back. You get people to, and the best advertisement nowadays. I mean, of course, it was back then, 30 years ago, they didn't have social media. They had paper, right? Newspaper. I mean, whoever gets the paper nowadays.
Hey, MySpace, bro.
There you go. There you go. There you go. MySpace, right? But now we're in 2026, and everything is getting bigger, better. You know, like even like photography, like they're coming out with robot cameras, and just thing is different, man. It's crazy. So like advertisement for me is word of mouth. They see me somewhere. Oh, Hen Dog, I seen you. Where did you see me at? Oh, I seen you at the party last weekend. Oh, okay. Like I don't even have to post a flyer for myself. I mean, it's just word of mouth, you know, and the way you treat people, the way you talk to people is how you get clientele, how you get business. So and look at Mark right now, right? That's how he's gonna get business, even from here, even from, you know, elsewhere, right? He's gonna go network. He's gonna go put his name out there, and his name is out there, so he don't even have to put it out there. But like you get that word of mouth. To me, that's the best advertisement, because you get it out there, and it could be the worst advertisement too, because somebody can go talk bad about you real quick and put you down. But yes, we got a lot of people in the house here. So I'm looking at the Facebook here on my phone, and I'm looking over here on the comments over here on the streaming here. So we got Liz Alanis puts right here on the stream here. She puts great instructor, and Rick Darling says third in the world. And we'll talk about that here in just a second, Mark. Jackie Niels says Mark has made our hometown very proud. Miriam Aviles, hopefully I said that right. Aviles says Mark Reid the best is what she put out there. Just reading down the comments, man. Just love it. Great interview, Mark and Hannah. Also, we got Brent Ellington says he is the definition of professional. We got John Cousins puts a thumbs up. Liz Alanis, AI is the word. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think AI is going anywhere anytime soon, which is like it's taking over, but it is maybe for the books. I don't know. You know, everything's. I don't know if everybody notices, but everything is all money make, man. They want people to pay for what do you call it, man? Subscriptions. And I mean, think about it. You got DirecTV, you got Dish Network, you got Comcast, you got Cox, you got whatever those TV programs are, right? And then now you got YouTube TV, you got Pluto TV, you got Netflix, you got Hulu, you got Disney Plus, and everything costs a fortune. Some of them may cost you $10.99 a month. Some of them may cost you $69 a month.
Yeah, they nickel and dime you to death. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm just gonna say, when I'm on dialysis right now because I had kidney failure.
Oh wow!
A year and 6 months ago.
Wow!
And yeah, I'm still waiting on a kidney. So if anybody out there has O negative blood and want to give me a kidney, shout out, please.
Yes,
We've already tried this once and having a little problems with New Mexico healthcare system and the kidney people. So I may be moving to San Antonio soon. They got one more chance to get it together, and if they can't, at the end of the month, I'll be moving to San Antonio, maybe. Anyway, it's what were we talking about?
We're talking about AI. So AI needs to make us a kidney for Mark. That's what needs to happen. You hear that, AI?
Well, AI is AI is kind of cool. I like looking at some of the stuff people come up with AI, but they can't do what I do.
Yeah.
They can't
Are you
do
gonna be able to paint an AI
what
thing,
our artists do.
A fake robot?
They can paint all this stuff, but you can tell it's AI, and you can tell it's fake.
Yeah.
What I do, I don't put AI into any of my stuff. I send my stuff to Amsterdam to get edited, and Monique Lilly edits it, and she sends it back.
Shout out to Monique.
And all she does is soften the skin where it needs softened. If any blemishes, anything like that, she takes care of that. She put me a nice little background, and there we go. We're good to go.
Is Monique on? Let me tag her.
No, she's probably
she's asleep
right now. Yeah, it's 8 hours ahead over
Monique,
there.
You're missing out.
Well, we got a few people saying some shout outs right here, Mark, and let me put those out there for you guys real quick. I know you guys are seeing it down on the timeline down there. So I want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine. She's only 10 years old. Her name is Serene Everly. She's only 10 years old, and she's from San Antonio, Texas. She says, hello, Henry. And guests Mark and Hannah from San Antonio. Serene Everly's only 10 years old, and she's my youngest co-host on the talk show. So she comes on normally she comes on like 3 times a week, like when I come out. So but she does, she does her vocal coaching and vocaling and recording, and she does her homework, and she comes on the podcast and she's got some very great questions, and I love her so much, man, because she does a lot of great work on our shows. So she's saying hello to you guys out there. Liz Alani says lots of buffering on the live chat. Well, it must be on your end because I'm watching the live chat over here on my Facebook, and it is pretty clear over here. So,
and I can see have Plateau Fiber. So shout out to Plateau Fiber.
Oh my gosh,
well, Serene, let me just shout out to Serene real quick. Serene in San Antonio, I need you to go down to Market Square and tell Manuel to give you a face painting on me
from Mark,
because when I go to San Antonio, and I've been there many years, and paint at Market Square right across from La Margarita.
Oh my gosh.
And I've painted there so many times. I paint for the Fiesta and Dia de los Muertos, and I always go down. I haven't been able to. I'm going to start crying last year and this year because of my dialysis, but if I go there in 1 month, I'm going to be painting down there until I get my kidney, and you come and see me. I'll let you know. I'll let Henry know so he can contact you and come, and I'll give you a face painting.
And then when he gets his kidney, he'll be back there regularly. We'll hold him to it.
No, we're going to take a little moment here, man. Give you some prayers out there to you, Mark. And I want to put this out there. I mean, I know Mark already put it out there to you guys out there, but I want to put this out there on behalf of myself and Hen Dog Promotions and DJ Hen Dog Entertainment and New Mexico Radio Talk Show. If anybody would like to donate a healthy matching kidney to our famous body painter, Mark Reid, it is much appreciated, man. Please, anything can save a life, man. I was just at a donation this past Saturday with Mateo Gonzalez, man. What a tragedy, man. And he was able to save a little girl's life. She was waiting almost 2 years for a heart transplant in his heart match, and he saved like eight people from his organs. And such a tragedy, man. And but at least they donated his organs that were good, and so we're looking for a helping hand for Mark Reed so he can continue to do what he loves to do: body painting, face painting, travel the world again, to go see you guys, go put an event on. So we humbly ask you, if you get in contact with myself, follow Hannah Keenan on Facebook, Mark Reed on Facebook, and let's see if we can get a kidney match for Mark Reed. I mean, health is most important, man. If you don't have your health together, you can't function very well, and then your body turns into a skeleton, because you're overworking itself. You're out there trying to do a body painting for 8 to 10 hours to 12 hours to 15 hours per session, and you have to cut that in half. Then the body painter or whoever your model is getting upset because it's taking several days to get the body art on, and it just tends to happen that way. So everybody, please donate a kidney if you got a healthy kidney. Um, it's much appreciated to Mark here. Linda Sharp, if you're coming to San Antonio, bring your umbrella. A la máquina. I guess they said they got rain out there, Mark. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to San Antonio in May, for my birthday weekend for an award show. So, Serene Everly puts right here on the downline. She puts right here to you, Mark. She puts, thank you. I will definitely find him. Thank you, Mark. And she put prayers to you as well. So
thank you so much.
Jennifer Gomez Chavez puts, we love you, primo. That's what she put out there in the downline.
Love you back, mija.
We got Larry James Cole says, much love to Mark. So Mark, I got a picture. I know I'm gonna put one of Hannah, but I want to take a little reminiscent. I'm gonna go back to the Downing when he put third in the world. We're gonna talk about that here in just a second here, but I want to put a picture up on screen. I know you mentioned that you did the Playboy Mansion, and I want to talk about this photo right here, man. This is Mark Reed's body work, man. This is not no like some Photoshop or some AI edit. This is actual physical professional body painting, man. Tell us your experience on this model, Mark, that you've done, because this is very, very, very talented work here that you've done, and literally it looks just like a piece of clothing, but this is all paint. Tell us all about it, man.
Oh yeah, that was in the Playboy Mansion. I think in 2008 was the first year I went there. That young lady was actually from Australia.
Wow.
And she was there. We painted. I think there were 5 or 6 of us down there to paint. And no, we didn't get to meet Hugh. We got to see him, and that was about it. And that's when that famous girl was on the Playboy Mansion. What was her? Kendra. Yeah, Kendra was there. We got to see her. Somebody else got to paint her, but
exactly,
I didn't care. I got to paint this lady. She was gorgeous, and she had a personality that wouldn't quit. And I'm just going to say, get some models. Sometimes the second they open their mouth, I'm like, okay, don't say another word. let me just paint. But we hit it off, and we talked to the whole thing, and we laughed, and the whole Playboy Mansion experience. I think we had to paint. Each of us had to paint 3 or 4 models.
What the hell?
Yeah, it was a busy day, but it was great. And then we got invited back the second year, and that was also fun. So it was quite an experience.
I mean, let's just go to this statement right here, man. For you to be able to put your artwork, your masterpiece that you've done from a kid, in high school, college, and to be at the top right there at the Playboy Mansion. I think everybody in this field would like to get there, right? I think everybody would like to get there to do that, right? And it's a big honor, and especially, and this is why I like to do these interviews, and we like to know where our guests are from and where they're born and raised at, because people don't know. They always say, "Hey, I'm born in San Antonio," or I was born in Texas, or I was born in New York, but really, where were they physically born at? And you come all the way from a small little town, Dexter, New Mexico, was probably about 30 minutes from here, 15 minutes. If you're speeding, but of course, if you take the back road, scenic road, and
24 minutes.
to be exact, right? But coming from a little town in a little city, little town city, or whatever you want to call it, right? It's growing, hopefully it grows bigger, right? Of course. But coming from a little town, little city, from Dexter, New Mexico, making it to the big charts. How awesome is that,
Oh, I think it's the greatest thing ever. I'm just going to tell you, this is the last thing I ever thought I'd be doing. And I did not start this until I started, actually, my first face painting. I was 37 years old. And and that was at Jerry Days and Dexter. And then I didn't do my first body painting until 2003. That was my first body painting. And so that's 23 years ago. And I was 43 years old.
So it was like a hidden talent that
I
you
was
had no
43
idea
years
you
old
had.
when I started this adventure. And
wow.
And it's amazing where it's taken me. And, I can tell you right now, so many times I've been to places like the Playboy Mansion, and, and I'm the oldest body painter there. And all these girls, they look at all these young guys and they're like, oh, we want them to paint us, and then somebody got stuck with me and they're like, well, okay, we'll see what he can do. And then when I'm finished, all these other girls are looking at mine and looking at theirs and going, oh, we want him to paint us. Hey, you know what? I love what I do. I take pride in what I do. My work is, I just love to paint so much. And you're talking about promotions and stuff like that. If you go type in Mark Reid or type in body painter Sturgis and see whose name comes up first, because I've been there for so long. And I always ask people, how did you find me? And they'll say, I Googled body painting and I looked at all these body painters and I liked your website the best. Your website, you got to have the best website, and you got to have I don't put any crap on my website. I have painted some models in my life that were absolutely stunning women, but they could not pose to save their life. You have to have emotion. You have to have feeling. If you can't present my work, then it's a lost piece of art. And
right.
I've had a couple of those that I painted some beautiful stuff on, but I could not post the pictures because these girls couldn't smile. They couldn't look sexy. They couldn't look emotional. And yeah,
Well, it's an image, man. It's the same thing when you go get a haircut at the barber salon, or you even get females when they go to the salon to get their hair done. This right here is a walking billboard. And if they freaking cut a hairline way back here and they miss a piece of hair here, and same thing with the females when they go to the hair salon, the hair's shorter than the other side. It's a walking billboard for the salon.
You're bald.
I got some hair, man.
He's got like a short buzz thing. You could tell it's shapely. You could tell it's purposeful.
Well, it's just like this, Mark. When I get my beard lined up, right? Yep. Every week I get it lined up. Every week I get it cut. Every week, right? And if the barber messes up, it's his image, because people are going to say, "Oh my gosh, who did your beard? It looks like crap." Well, I'm going to say who the barber is and say what the building is, and then it's going to look bad on the barbershop, right? So when they do the beard and they do the hair, it's an image, man. It's their walking art and walking billboard for them, because when people ask, "Hey, who did your hair?" "Oh yeah, so and so did it." "Okay." You got their contact, you got a business card of them? Well, yeah, so that's how it works. Yes, I am bald.
Word of mouth is always good. And of course, you gotta
talk about the coolest business card ever. Has Mark given you some of his business cards?
Oh my gosh, they're awesome.
You'll never find a cooler business card. Talk about beautiful art.
One time I was on an airplane. I got an airplane in Albuquerque and I was going to somewhere. I don't remember where. And this gentleman sat next to me and we just started talking. "Hey, I'm so-and-so. Yeah, so-and-so, blah, blah, blah." I said, "What do you do?" And he goes, "Oh, I make business cards." And I said, "Oh, okay, cool." He goes, "I have the best business cards." And he showed me one. I was like, "Well, that's cool." I said, "Here's mine." He goes, "Whoa, wait a minute." He said, I thought I had the best business cards.
Nope. Been replaced.
But I like to make new business. I don't keep the same one. I'll if I do something new, I always make a new business card. And every 6 months it'll cost me $70 or something, whatever. Or but it has to be a nice piece of work on it. And they're fun and people love them. I have one lady in where's she from? I don't know where she's from. The East Coast, and she collects my business cards, and
that is awesome, man.
Yeah, she has a whole spread of them. Matter of fact, I got to send her some new ones. But
I have a pretty big collection of them too.
Do you?
Yeah, I have when
you're on a couple of them.
I mean, I'm on a couple too. Yes, but
so let me ask you, Hannah, what was your favorite body? How many times have I painted you, and what was your favorite painting?
Okay, so I think we're close to 10 times. No, we're probably 12 or 15 times now. And I got to tell y'all, he's right. It was such a cool experience. I love him so much. And I was never exposed to art when I was young because never was a big thing in New Mexico, which is probably why he didn't discover his talent until so late as well. And so I never got to be artistic. And then after I met him, I was like, this is so cool. So, our goal together. Our goal is for me to be.
Don't get me involved in this.
You just have to do the work. That's all. I'm going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for being painted the most times by a world-renowned body painter. So that's my goal. That's what I'm headed for. But anyways, back to your question. My favorite body painting. That's hard because every time he paints me, I'm not even going to kid you that it's my favorite. Every time I'm like, that is my favorite. But the steampunk one he did was amazing. And people ask me so many questions afterwards. As soon as they see pictures, I get the most random questions. People are like, where did he get that? Did he what is that called where you spray with a gun?
Airbrush.
Everybody's always like, he airbrushes you. And I'm like, no, this is completely by hand. And he will sit down and I'll be like, what are we going to do? And he's like, I don't know. And then I go my first break, an hour later, I walk to the mirror and I'm like, because you can't even he gets in his zone and you can't even tell. He sings and you just don't know what's going on. And it's just art. I'm the coolest canvas standing in front of him. So I really like the steampunk. I really like the football team just because they're cool and everybody loves those. I really liked your Sturgis one too, though, because my birthday's
Mount
July
Rushmore?
3rd. Yeah, my birthday's July 3rd, so I'm kind of patriotic. And he did a flag and Mount Rushmore and a buffalo. So I loved that one.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I love all of them.
Well,
really.
on the steampunk, that one took me a couple of weeks of planning, and I build your hat from scratch and your shoulder pads and your little side thing that comes out of your leg and hooks into your belly. And
yeah, and I had all the big guns. I posed with all the big guns. But yeah, he does props with some of them too. So he had this vision of what he was going to do, and I look I'd be big old like warrior.
Exactly.
I felt like a warrior.
Yeah, I have a friend in Hagerman, Ralph Green, and he supplies all the weapons.
Yes.
For steampunk, he has Henry rifles and AR-15s and 44 Magnums and 50 caliber pistols. And this pistol was half the size of her leg. It was crazy.
Right, exactly.
And you got to love Ralph. He'll come and you think when you see the pictures, oh, this is so pretty. And so, we're trudging through dirt and weeds to try to get the perfect photo. Ralph's rolling down the hill and
he
Mark's
has
cussing.
He has a drone and he gets aerial photos and it's
sweaty and hot, but they turn out so fabulous.
He's a Vietnam vet, God bless him, and he's just always there when I need him, and always shows
up.
The arsenal.
Shows up.
No, that's what it's all about, right? Is
teamwork.
Teamwork makes a dream work, man, and and that's where it's at, right? And we got a couple of comments in the house, man. We got Serene Everly. I posted that body part on the downline, man. I put it up here on the screen, Mark, for the Playboy Mansion. She puts, wow, this artwork is amazing. And then we got a shout out right here from Larry James Cole. He says, Dexter Demons in the Playboy mock. You got that right, man. And then we also got Michael McGee says, can you mention art teacher Mr. Drum from Dexter? Yes, we'll talk about that here in just a second, man. And we got Roxanne Ruiz saying hello, man. Hello, Henry Candelaria from Houston, Texas, man, with her beautiful daughter that's an artist too, man. Bianca Ruiz got her new music going on, man. And we got a comment right here from 10-year-old Serene Everly, says, how can I get Mark to design my business card, it would be a honor. A la máquina. They're calling you out, Mark.
Oh, how fun. Maybe
I'll
you
be
should paint
down.
her face and then put that on her business card.
There you go.
There we go.
I'll be down in San Antonio soon. I'm pretty sure. I don't think things are going to work out here in New Mexico. And I've already got a plan. So hopefully I'll get down there and we need to meet. I can paint your face.
Yes.
Look right here. I'm going to post this one right here. Tell us a little bit about something about this artwork right here. Mark, I just posted it right here. You see it on the screen. Very talented body painting right there, man. I mean, literally, Hannah, it really looks, like it's just like you said, and then, but all the detail and
I don't see it.
it's on there.
There it is. It's me.
Was it?
That's my very
That's
first.
the very first time I painted Hannah in the bus barn in Dexter. But
Does it say on there the world? That's not the poster that had the
No,
world
that's not the-
photo. Yes.
no, that wasn't it.
Hey,
But
look at those colors.
that's the
so
very first time I
fabulous.
painted Hannah, and that one again was I didn't know Hannah. I got referred to her by
A DJ.
DJ Joe Fink.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Joe
Um,
Fink.
Yeah, and he said, I got somebody you can paint. And sure enough, and she was like, okay, I'll do it. So she drove down to Dexter, and I called my buddy Marvis Frazier, and we went down to the bus barn one night, and I what are you going to paint on? I have no idea. Take your clothes off. And she took her clothes off, and I just started painting, and that's what happened.
Oh my gosh.
Let's be clear. There is like
Let's be
coverage under the paint. That is probably the number one question that I get asked all the time. What's under the paint? What are you wearing under the paint? People always ask that.
Yeah, well, we have pasties and
I mean, you got to be professional. I mean, it's going to be on the body, and of course, I mean,
well, there's all this, you can't have nipples showing and all this and that. So I have pasties, and that they have to wear panties. Back then they wear panties. Now I glue them on and cut them off. So you can't see panty lines on the sides. Usually they would cut into the skin and leave a little crease right there on each side. And so then we started gluing them in the front and gluing them in the back, and then cutting them off and trimming them off. And now it looks like they're naked. It looks like just total skin. It never ends.
Which the second most question I get is, how does it feel? Like, how does the paint feel? So in everybody's mind, like probably even you're thinking like the wet, cold paint. It's not that, it's makeup. So you don't feel wet and cold, and but you also don't feel naked. You feel clothed, but you're not sticky and wet. It's not, I mean, literally I can walk around in it for 2 days if I wanted to, because it's not like you can move in it. It's actually makeup.
And how long does it take to wash off or take off? I mean, because of course, you still got to go to work the next day, or you still got to go out in public. And
yeah. So it's funny because there's a couple of colors that are way harder than other colors.
Greens and blues.
Yeah, to get off. So a lot of times you just have to wear clothes over, certain body parts for a couple of days. But there's also all kinds of ways you use shaving cream, Dawn dish soap, scrubbies, all the things. And so after you've done it a few times, you have a lot of practice and you kind of know what works. And a lot of scrubbing. Also, let me tell you my least favorite part. So whenever he's to a point where he's wanting to move on to another section, he sprays it with hairspray. And like, it's the wet.
It's pump hairspray.
Suave, like hairspray. So it's so cold and so sticky. And he doesn't even care. So he just sprays it. And so it's like,
you wanted to be there.
That's my least favorite part. But that like keeps it from like cracking.
It seals it.
It
seals the makeup, so you can actually run your hand over it. You can't rub it, but you can run your hand over it and it won't come off. It seals the makeup.
And if you don't put that, it'll smear it right away.
Yeah, depending on what kind of makeup you use. There's a lot of makeup out there that we use, and some of it is wax based, and that works really well. Usually use that stuff for line work, and then there's oh gosh, I'm stuck here. What are glycerin based makeup, and that stuff will smear really easy. The wax base dries, and it works really well, but we use that mostly for line work.
but it pretty much stays in place. I mean, and like you're moving around for pictures and stuff like that, but it's amazing the way it feels. That's the best way to explain it. It is not wet and sticky and thick and like Halloween makeup. It is just so like if you've worn foundation. I know guys haven't, but for girls, that's what it feels like over your whole body.
Okay.
So nice. So
Well,
nice.
the ladies say that about the jeans also,
Yeah.
that they look in the mirror and it automatically feels like they're dressed.
Mhm. I could see that. My football pants always feel like I'm dressed.
I couldn't tell you how many jeans I've painted. I know I've painted over 200 pair of jeans.
Wow.
And
You're like known for that. Your jeans.
Well, that started in Dallas. They had a competition down there, and then after the competition, I didn't place in the competition, but my work was so clean that these people asked me. They said, "Will you join us on our tour?" And I said, "What tour?" And they said, "We're going for oh God, what's the name of that stuff?" And some liqueur from Italy. And they're doing a 20-city tour of the United States. And I said, sure, I'd love to. It was every Sunday we would fly to Houston, New York, Miami, Seattle, wherever.
Wow.
And one of them happened to be Albuquerque.
wow.
And so we got to fly there and do these shows. And so 2 weeks before we went on this tour, this lady called me up. She goes, hey, have you ever painted jeans? And I said, yeah, I have. I lied my ass off. I had never painted jeans before. And I was like, why did I say that? And so so we hung. She goes, okay, you're going to be painting jeans and a cowboy shirt. And I said, okay, got it. So I called this model up and I said, hey, you got to come over tomorrow. I got to paint jeans on you. So she came over and I painted jeans on her. And so that night I'm looking at all the pictures and I was like, dang, I didn't put any folds anywhere. They were just like
leggings.
And I called her up. I said, you got to come back tomorrow. Wear a pair of jeans. She goes, okay. So she came back. She wore a pair of jeans. And I took pictures of her with her legs in different positions so I could see where all the folds were. And a lot of this you're talking about Mr. Drum. I learned that from Mr. Drum.
Wow.
Folds, highlights, and shadows. And that's that man has been with me all over the world, and people all over the world know who Mr. Drum is, because I even had one student one time told me, you are my Mr. Drum. And I was like, oh, and that really, that was great. But so I started the first year I painted 20 pair of jeans for this tour.
Wow.
The second year they put another girl with that girl. So I painted 40 pair of jeans. That's 60 pair of jeans I painted in the first 2 years. And that didn't even count the ones after I did that. I was like, oh my God. I go to these conventions and paint jeans and people just freaked out. They're like, what? I said, no, she didn't have anything on. Don't lie. And we would go out in public and people, we stood right in front of cops and they didn't even know.
Oh my
crazy.
God.
That was in Orlando, Florida. Crazy.
And I know I probably skipped a question earlier with Darling over here. So he said third in the world, man. How does that feel to be third in the world? Of course, yes, of course. Everybody wants to be number one, of course, right? And that's how I am too in my podcast. I want to be number one. Pero, there's a lot of people working hard in their careers. And we do different interviews, man. And this is a great one for me because we have an actual professional body painter with an actual model in the house. So, and professional, both you guys professional with professionalism. But this is cool because we branch out everywhere. We don't just do Tejano shows. We do modeling and actors and business people, bar owners, club owners. We do it all. As long as they're covered, we like to be be on the show, right? Because we got professional people out there listening in as well. And I get kids tuning in. I get young teenagers tuning in. I get some adults tuning in. So we gotta be rated, pretty good here. So, but being number 3 in the world, man, how does that feel for you, Mark? Of all the accomplishments you've done with this body painting, man, because like I said, when I set this interview up, I kept going through your Facebook, man. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like this dude is like freaking like a masterpiece, man. I mean, um, you should be doing some artwork for some tattoo artists, man, because some of the artwork that I see from some tattoo artists, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think I want a tattoo by that guy.
Oh, I've seen some. Look like you just got out of prison. Well, let me tell you, Henry. In 2007, I went to Austria for the first time. I
Wow.
took my girlfriend and my mother with me, and it was very humbling. It was, I went there unprepared. I didn't know that you had to have a headpiece. I didn't know this, and I didn't know that. And I went there, and they had a theme for the preliminaries and a theme for the finals. And, I'm thinking, I'm from Dexter. I'm going to go there. God bless me if I don't even think I'll make it past the preliminaries. I did. And I was like, oh my God. So I had 2 days to come up with a painting for the finals. And I don't remember. I think I came in 7th place, something like that. The first year in 2007. 2008, I went back. I had already started my touring the world, and I went back in 2008, and I got first place in the preliminaries.
Wow.
Which was like, I'm like, I'm still pinching myself. I couldn't believe that feeling, and I was like, oh my God. And so I wound up being in 3rd place in the world, which was oh my God. I'm like, did this really happen? And yeah, I was sad I didn't get first place, but I was like, hey, I'm on top of the world right here. For 2 days, I was number 1 in the world,
Hey.
and I'm like, hey, I'm good with that. I can live with that. Then they asked me to come and teach my jeans. I painted my girlfriend with jeans, and everybody's like, wow, you should teach those. And so they asked me, they said, would you like to teach at the World Body Painting Academy? And I was like, yes. So I started, I think 2009, I came in 5th place in the world, but I was teaching. I had most of my time I was teaching at the World Body Painting Academy. And so then what happens there is you teach at the World Body Painting Academy, and then you go compete against your students. And I did this a couple of years, and I thought, you know what? No, that's not right. A teacher, instructor competing against his students. And I thought, it would be more of an honor for me, for one of my students to win the world championship,
Right,
than it would for me. I have nothing to prove to anybody. I did my deal. I came in 1st place in the preliminaries in the world, and I came in 3rd place in the world. And now I'm teaching people from all over the world, at this thing. And I don't have anything to prove. I'm not going to go compete against my students. Besides, one of them might beat me. And
that should be your ultimate
That would be
goal.
horrible. But no, that's where I just drew the line, because all these instructors were competing against their students. I'm like, wow, and they didn't even care. I'm like, well, nah, not me. I don't have anything to prove. I can come here and have a good time. I'm going to meet all these people from all over the world. I'm going to teach them and help them better themselves in this craft. And it was the greatest 5 years there that I taught, and it was awesome.
And that's cool, man, because you could have been one of those guys, being the teacher, being the instructor at that academy, and said, you know what, I'm going to do this for myself. I'm going to enter the competition and go against my own people that I'm already training and coaching and instructing, and you took yourself out, and you're letting these students that you worked with, with their talents already, and then you come up and you give them your expertise, and you're instructing them, and you letting them take the advantage and see if they can win something big, and that's a big plus for you. And you've been able to hold that little first place for a little while, for 2 days, and got your third in the world, and and look where you're at now. You know, you're living the dream, and people are calling you left and right. And I'm surprised that people are not calling you now on the show. You know what I mean?
I made him silence his phone. He's not a good multitasker.
But yeah, we got a lot of people in the house, man. Liz Alanis says the illusion of painted clothes fools the mind. You got that right. It sure does. We got Lisa Fox says, what? Hannah Keenan, you're on a radio show. Woohoo! She says she loves you out there. So a lot of people listening in from all over, man. We got people listening in from New York, Chicago, San Antonio, Dallas, Houston. We got people tuning in from Australia. We got some of his friends out there, some like that.
Who's that?
We got people checking in from all over, man. You can find us on Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, all the social media platforms, man. This is streaming right now on YouTube. It is streaming right now on my Facebook under New Mexico Radio Talk Shows. Instagram under New Mexico Radio Talk Shows. It's also on TikTok under my personal TikTok. And we're also live on Roku TV. So thank you to our sponsor, to Roku TV. I want to say thank you to all the people listening in. Serena Everly is one of my good friends. She's only 10. She's out of San Antonio, Texas. Larry James Cole, Dexter, New Mexico. That's right. Hometown, Dexter, man. That's right. Man, no, it's an honor, man, to have, special talent. We always got talent on our show. We're on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, man. We do an hour show, 7 o'clock New Mexico time, 8 o'clock Texas time. I say thank you to everybody listening in. Please, once again, man, I want to reach this out to all the people in the world. Please, this guy is number 3 in the world, man, for body painting. He's awesome. I might, I think he charges a little extra if you're overweight, so I got to get down to about 160 pounds for him to body paint Hen Dog, all right?
Yes, let's do that.
but I think I got to go down in weight so I don't get charged extra, all right?
Shave your back, bro.
But no, this guy is awesome, man. 3rd in the world, man. Setting a mark, setting a milestone for his hometown. I mean, and a lot of people don't like talking about their hometowns because sometimes they're smaller than the other cities, right? That's why they say San Antonio or Houston or New York, right? Or even if you live in New York, they say the smaller town. They call it the smaller town, not the big town. So, but yes, this guy coming out of Dexter, New Mexico. 24 minutes from Roswell, right? 24 minutes, something like that, and making a name for New Mexico. Period. Putting his mark out there, putting his name out there. And he may not be rich, but he has made a name for himself in this body art, man. And coming out from a small town, it's an honor to have such a young talent like that, man, and continue the success. And everybody, guys, he is looking for a healthy kidney donation, man. Anything helps Mark Reid continue his legacy, not only for his family, his children, his girlfriends, his girls that he's body painted for many years, over 400 plus women, and he does men too. So all you men out there también too, get a hold of Mark. But please donate a kidney to Mark Reid so he can continue to live his dream and continue to be successful at what he does, man. It's we don't want him to go too soon, right? Because I mean, we need that kidney to function and need to get it out there, guys. So get a hold of Mark on social media, get a hold of myself, and I can plug you in with Mark, get in contact. That way you can find a awesome kidney that's painted. No, just kidding. But awesome guy, man. All the help is a much appreciated. I want to give a couple of shout outs before we head out, man. We got John Keenan checking in from Hawaii. Mark is a man, and Hannah makes. That's right, man. We got checking in from Hawaii. Yeah, man. We got a lot of people in the chat line. Congratulations to Mark Reid. Lisa Fox puts that out there. We got Paul John Martinez, all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada, baby, originally from Midway, New Mexico. See,
hey, Midway.
Point proven. He didn't say, "Hey, I'm born in Las Vegas." He says originally from Midway. That's freaking totally awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Larry James Cole says, "Rich with love." You got that right, man. It's not all about money, man, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. So, Lisa S. Sharp says, call me when you get to Texas. Let me know if you need anything. Love you, man. Love you guys out there, man. Sending lots of love to all the people out there listening in. Mark, Hannah, it was a pleasure of having you guys on our show. Anything you got coming up, Mark, with events, anything that you got coming up with body painting, rather if it's a male or female or a model. And I'm sure all your models are going to see this show. I'm sure they might not see it tonight, but they're going to see it the next day, and it's going to be big, right? They're going to call you. They're going to call Hannah. Hey, how did y'all guys get on that show? Well, that's when you say call Hen Dog, or we'll schedule it in and we'll bring in the model, and you'll be able to sit in with your model and be able to ask some questions with the model and how they interacted with you and how did they like the profession, right? And but yes, this show is going all over the world right now, man. It's broadcasting all over. So right now, guys, we're at 18 views, man, on a beautiful Welcome Back Monday show, man. Hitting the mark, man, at 1 hour and 13 minutes. Mark, Hannah, anything you like to say to our family, friends, podcast, myself, yourself, anything you guys want to say before we head out, Mark, Hannah?
Sure. DJ Hen Dog, it was nice to meet you. You got a really cool studio. I've got to say, this is the first time I've ever been on a podcast and in a studio like this. So I really have enjoyed it. It's great. And as always, I love everything that Mark and I do. We have a few other things coming up soon. So you'll have to watch his Facebook for some new stuff that he's going to come out with. Also, he didn't mention he's done some wine bottles lately. So those are really
cool. Did you get that one picture?
Let me
the
see.
wine bottle I
he'll-
texted to you.
Yeah, he'll share the picture of his first one that came out, which is Rick's wife, right?
Right.
On that wine bottle. It's so
yeah,
beautiful.
let me see.
It's gorgeous.
Sean.
I forgot to mention that other painting that I loved lately. The last one we did, that was great.
Let me post that one real quick, guys. Let me post that one really,
Yeah, so
really
look at
quick.
that one. So we have a few new things coming out. So go like Mark's Facebook page if you have not. You could literally sit on his Facebook page for hours, like Hen Dog just mentioned, and like just look at the pictures.
Literally, that's
it's just art.
That's
It's
exactly what I
gorgeous.
did with
Gorgeous.
before, like when I set this interview up, because I
Mhm.
know he sent me like 25 different pictures, and I'm just like, dude, let me go to your Facebook, bro. And I'm just looking at his Facebook, and I'm just like, wow, all the, like he made one with the Modelo and the Dos Equis, and I'm just like, this guy is phenomenal, man.
And there's never duplicates. Like some artists have a certain like genre or something specific, and so you can be like, oh, that's so and so's art. If you look at his art, you literally, I mean, it's just so unique. Every single piece he does.
There it is, right there, man.
unique.
There it is, man.
Talk about that one, Mark.
Got Sean on there. This wine bottle. This was painted in Sturgis, South Dakota, 4 years ago, maybe. I don't know, maybe
Okay.
5. I don't remember. But it was Sean, and I painted a couple of steampunks that year, and Sean was one, and she made the bottle of wine. I did some wine for my Christmas presents last year, and my daughter helped me get those because they were expensive, and so she was happy to help me. She knew I wanted them, so that was my Christmas gift from her. And I got 4 cases of wine and passed them out to my friends. And
Exactly.
yeah.
Wait, but then you surprised her husband. Or
Oh
her-
yeah,
you
yeah. They
surprised
met
her or
me.
the husband?
They met me in Denver. I went to Denver and I took a couple of bottles. I met them for lunch and I surprised her with their bottles of wine.
Can you imagine how cool that is to be like, oh, here's you on a bottle of wine.
Right?
So awesome.
Well, her husband knew, but she didn't, and she was just
No, that's
It was
awesome,
great.
man.
I love those people so much. There's such good friends of mine. We've been friends for 15 years, and yeah.
No,
That's it.
no, that's some awesome artwork, man. And like I said, the body painting, man, it's the illusion that, like, I mean, literally, you'd literally have to be like up and close to like really, really put a picture to it, right? And like, oh shoot, that is a body paint or body art, right? But from us sitting like this, you're like, holy crap, look at that, looks freaking cool. And I mean, pictures are always deceiving too, pero I see pictures that Mark has posted and stuff, and I'm just like, man, check out that model, like even from like the camera angle, I'm just like, man, that looks like a real pair of pants. Then I got to zoom in and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's freaking awesome detailed work. Like the little button that you unbutton your your
Yes.
pants, the zipper. I'm like, man, this guy's, and then the little dots on the jeans. I'm like, man, this guy's freaking really talented. But yes, man, it takes a lot of work, a lot of time with Mark, whatever he does, man.
One
Mark is also a great
Oh
photographer.
yeah, you didn't even mention that. He does a lot of his own photography. A lot of our
one year
final
I was
product.
I went to the Iowa Grand Rally, which was a motorcycle rally in Iowa out in the middle of cornfields in a racetrack, for cars. And I went there and it had rained and rained and rained.
Mhm.
And I found some girls. I painted Jack
NASCAR?
Daniels.
Oh, Jack Daniel.
They were the Jack Daniels girls.
Oh.
And I got one of them, and it was just raining, and all of the men, all the bikers, men and women, were all inside the big area upstairs, the bar area. And it's a great big place. And I told her, I said, come on, I'm going to paint jeans on you. There's nothing else I can do. Can't go outside because it's raining. I painted jeans in front of all of these bikers, and it was just crazy.
Mhm.
And when I got finished with them, it stopped raining. And everybody went outside. And of course, everybody took 1,000 pictures while they were in there. Everybody went outside. And I told the photographer there, the event photographer, I said, take her out and get some pictures of her
Exactly.
while you got a chance. And he took her, and I was in there just cleaning up my mess. And this is the greatest compliment I ever got. Okay. So this one biker comes in, real good looking guy, trimmed beard, just really nice leathers and everything. And he comes up to me and he says, Mr. Reid. And I said, yes, sir. He goes, hi, my name is so-and-so. I forget his name. And he said, I just got to tell you this. I said, okay. And he goes, 2 weeks ago, I was in the Oval Office with the President of the United States. And this was way cooler than that.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's his life right there. His life in a nutshell.
That was, I mean, I just couldn't stop smiling the rest of the day.
Exactly. No, I get it, man. But you put a stamp. You put a stamp on your name, man, and and you did it for yourself, man, and for your family, and everybody out there that looks up to you, other body painters and other people who are in the art field. It doesn't matter if they're painting on a canvas or painting on an actual human, or even learning, or even like these tattoo artists, and upcoming artists that are looking into to doing something like this. So you put your name out there, and congratulations on all the accomplishments, achievements that you've done. And only you can look back on that like, hey, look, I did this, and you can look at yourself like, hey, what did I do wrong? What did I do right? And you've made it happen, not only just for you, but you made it happen for the community, for the city of Dexter, New Mexico, coming out from a small city, making it out there to the Playboy Mansion and getting third place, holding on to that first place title for 2 days. And, you're satisfied with third place, and to be in the world on La Máquina. There's some people that are probably complaining like, hey, how did he get that spot? But, you got that spot, and not anybody in this industry can take that from you. But, we love having you on the show, Mark. Prayers are going with you and your family and everybody that's supporting you and your art journey, and also your kidney journey as well. And so hopefully you can get that matching kidney, so you can keep on continuing to do your body paint, face paint, and because I know it takes hours to put on a body paint of your imagination, what you're going to come up for your model or for whoever books you and hires you, and whatnot. I know it's time consuming, and you do need to be well rested and stuff like that. So God bless you, and hopefully have you back on the show soon with another model, or even another model on the show, to give her experience of Mark Reid body painting, and it's going to get out there, man, to all the people out there. So God bless you. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Mark, for coming in on our show, man. You guys are always welcome here to our studio. If you guys got upcoming shows, upcoming events, I mean, of course, you don't want to give out too much of a secret of what's going to be put on the body or put out there, but you could come back and give the people an insight of what's going to be interpreted, and stuff like that. And our doors are always open to you guys. Once again, thank you guys so much. I know we went just a little bit over our time, but this is something that we love to do. If you guys need a manager, booking agent, or a promoter and stuff like that, you can give me a call. I'll talk to you guys about that after the show. But God bless you guys so much, man. Everybody out there, thank you for listening in. And like I said, if you need a manager, promoter, booking agent, let me know, man. Hen Dog Promotion got you covered. You can hit us up at 575-626-4308 or hit up the email line at hendogpromotions2024@gmail.com. Be on the show tomorrow, guys. We got a show tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? I think I got a show tomorrow. I got to look at my timeline. I think I got one tomorrow. I'm looking real quick before we head out.
Can we see this show after it's over?
Oh, yes, of course. I do got one tomorrow with Mads Johnson, man. It's going to be an awesome interview. She's a freestyle artist, man. She's all over. She travels to San Antonio, and she does a lot of big gigs. I see her postings all the time. So we got Mads Johnson tomorrow, man, 8 o'clock Texas time, 7 o'clock p.m. New Mexico time. And then I don't have anything going on for this Thursday. I might get something in the middle of the week. But guys, thank you guys so much, man. And once again, Mark, God bless you guys. Thank you guys so much. And hasta la vista.
Thanks for having us, Henry.
Thank
Love you,
you.
man. Love you people out there. Thank you all for your support.
Exactly.
I love you all so much.
We love you guys. Thank you guys so much.